In this scene, a customer enters the pawn shop with a gold bar, which he claims was passed down from his father. Ready to sell, he proudly shows it off. But there's one strange detail. It is whitish, which is unusual for gold. Les is intrigued, and so are we.
It's white.
All I know is I talked to a couple people and they said, it's about 1,000 grams.
There's a multitude of colors that gold can be. It can come out yellow, white, rose, or pink. 30,000, then I'm interested. Give me a minute, let me go check it.
Okay, not a problem.
Les is curious, so he decides to run a quick test. Shockingly, the machine reads it as real gold. But Les isn't about to make a decision that quickly. He opts to perform a more thorough test by melting the bar to confirm its authenticity. Will it melt as gold should?
The real test for gold is to see at what temperature it melts. Gold melts anywhere from 1,800 to 2,000 degrees. So I'm gonna test it out. It's wrong. I was worried that it was the torch. So I take scrap gold on Jeff's desk and see if it melts.
Now comes the moment of truth. You won't believe what happens. One test confirms it's real, while another questions its authenticity, leaving Les with an unexpected puzzle. How will he tackle this mystery? Stay tuned to find out.
I would say it would probably be tungsten.
Tungsten.
It's a very inexpensive metal. It's not worth any money. When you put the analyzing machine on a piece of tungsten, it reads all kinds of chemical analysis. It reads gold, silver, nickel, zinc.
In this scene, two ladies approach Rich and Bobby J with some jewelry they want to sell. Rich takes charge, and we get to see how he handles this deal. Will he secure it?
You're selling this and you're pawning this, and you're looking for how much?
Why is Rich butting in a Bobby J sale?
He should be in layaway.
I agree, he should
I
be
don't know why
layaway.
the hell he's out here.
This in and of itself is worth 500.
Retail.
Why is he even, waiting, hesitating? He easily can go 5% on that.
There's a lot there. It's got to be worth at least $1,000.
Let's see. Rich jumps into negotiations, bargaining with the ladies, while Les watches from afar, hoping Rich doesn't let this opportunity slip. Oh no, there seems to be a problem.
Close.
I have some friends out in Pontiac I wanted to see. Thank you, though.
Well, what was your name? My
Thank
name's
you.
Rich. It was nice meeting you. Let me know later.
Bobby. So, how much did we end up giving those girls for the gold?
We didn't give them anything.
What do you mean?
They left.
You're kidding me.
Les is frustrated that Rich couldn't close the deal and let those customers leave without making the sale. He thinks Rich should have called him for assistance and is visibly unhappy about the outcome.
Rich is letting gold walk out the door. If I let Rich get away with it, if I let any other employees get away with it, I'll be You know what? Rich has been up. All the employees have been up, but you know what? He's the manager. There should be no ups. I need to send a message. Rich has to be fired.
What?
Oh boy. In a shocking turn, Les fires Rich for this mistake, leaving Ashley and Seth stunned. They believe it's unfair, as Rich has been loyal and valuable to the pawn shop. Seth attempts to convince his dad of Rich's dedication and worth.
5 years. You're just pissed off
Why
right
don't you
now, so
think
take
about
a
it?
step back. That's not how we run this place.
Fine. But if he up again, he's out of here. Where the hell is he? Rich! He's on the floor?
That was a good idea. Les decides to confront Rich in a meeting. Rich tries to defend himself, but Les isn't willing to back down easily. The conversation heats up and the tension rises. Watch to see how this intense discussion ends.
I told everybody, the next person that up is gonna be fired. You put me in a position that you were the next to go.
What do you mean? Couple little screw-ups, and all of a sudden now you're contemplating on letting me go?
There weren't little screw-ups, Rich.
Compared to what I've done for you for 25 freaking years?
If I don't go forward with the things that I threatened everybody with, nobody will take my word for anything.
A new customer enters the shop and presents Seth with a watch he believes is a luxury piece. The man seems confident about its high value, hoping Seth will see its worth too.
What's that?
I'm Dwayne Wohlers. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
I have a watch here that I'd like to have you check out and see what you give me for it. I'm here today to sell my wristwatch, and I have a thrift store in Clinton, and I just don't have the clientele that's interested in that type of item.
What is Seth's opinion? Curious about the watch's value, Seth shows it to Les for a second opinion, not one to leave things to chance. Seth checks the price online to ensure he's on the right track. Now that he has a clearer picture, will this deal go through smoothly? Stick around to see how it all plays out.
Every piece that walks in, if I'm dishing out $5,000, we have to know what we're talking about. I gotta do a search for it.
Yeah.
I think I'm looking at this watch.
It's from Clinton.
Yeah.
You think that's the actual watch
I think, yeah, it's it.
It looks like it.
So 2 things I found particularly interesting.
Next up, a customer arrives at the pawn shop and brings Les a heater, insisting it's brand new. But is that really the case?
Worst condition. The guy is obviously full of It's not gonna happen. I mean, look at it. Beat up, furry, and where was this? Outside the dumpster? How am I supposed to sell this?
Man, that's like some coffee or something. It's hot.
But look at it, it's melted there too.
That's not. All right, give me 20, man.
I'm not interested in it.
Man, I'm just trying to go to the hotel and get a room.
Seth steps in for a closer look and quickly realizes the heater is in poor condition, definitely not something he'd want in the shop. However, the customer is determined to sell it and doesn't take no for an answer, leading to a bit of a scene. Watch how this encounter unfolds.
Argue with my girl.
And you're arguing with me now.
Because you're acting like an ass.
I'm acting like an
I'm
ass?
trying to give you a good and you started screaming. Man, listen, I'm almost done here, man.
You are done. You're done.
Hold on, man. I ain't going nowhere, man.
Les and Ashley head out to see what an unusual item a customer has brought to the pawn shop. To everyone's surprise, it's a hearse. Is Les really interested in something like this? Let's learn more about this unique vehicle.
The best vehicle we've ever owned. It's an everyday car for us. We drive it all around.
It would make a good carpool vehicle, wouldn't it?
No, it's standard. Came right out of the funeral parlor. There's no seats or anything.
There's definitely a market for this stuff. I know that if I buy something so unique, there's no question I'll find the right customer. Yeah, it's a little rusty.
Intriguing. Just when you think the surprises are over, the customer reveals another twist. He's even offering a casket. Will Les seriously consider buying this too? This just took a wild turn.
I thought there was a real person in there.
It was gross. I mean, this is a hearse. We are not a funeral home.
And how much do you want for it?
Between $3,000 to $3,500.
What are we gonna do with it?
It makes a wonderful prop.
For
It does.
what? But we're not in
For Halloween.
Right?
We're not in a Halloween. We don't own a funeral home.
How about 1,500?
Oh boy. Ashley is stunned that her dad would even entertain the thought. She can hardly bear to look at the casket, while Les sees some potential in this deal. Will he follow his instincts or heed Ashley's concerns? Stay tuned to see what he decides.
Oh, I can flip it for at least $3,000. Add in the coffin for another $1,000. It's a no-brainer.
This is a terrible offer that my dad just gave you.
Yeah, I agree. It's a terrible offer, $1,500. That's why I like $2,500.
1,600.
Well, 18.
How about you guys should stop negotiating because this is just a really bad deal.
In this scene, a customer approaches John to show him his item, and Les comes over to check it out. Ashley also joined in, and the group had a quick chat while the customer decided to give them a demonstration of the item.
Ow! I never knew a guy could do that. It's like, ew, ow, doesn't that hurt? Wow! Ow! He's very flimsy.
Earrings. I want 500 for that.
$500 isn't going to happen.
It will.
This isn't real.
It is real.
It's a real earring, but it's not a real stone.
That's interesting, but it's time to get down to business. Unfortunately, they inform him that they can't make an offer on the earrings as they hold no real value. Disappointed, the customer doesn't take the news well and starts to cause a scene. Stay tuned to watch the drama unfold.
You sticking it down, girl. Work out. But anyway,
Here, how about I throw these earrings up in the air and you flip and try to get them? Because I want you to flip your ass out the door.
It was time to go. Can't help you, sorry. Out. Split. All right.
give it to me in my hand, girl.
See, live?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This time, a customer walks into the shop holding a bag. What could he be carrying? The mystery intrigues Seth and Ashley as they wait to see what's inside. Let's find out what this thing is.
So can you tell me a little about it?
It's for films.
Yeah.
I do special effects for films here in
Did you
Michigan.
make this?
Yes, I did.
Really?
You should feel this thing. What was this guy used for?
It was used for another low-budget film that I worked on.
Surprising indeed. Seth's taken aback by the high price the customer is asking. They decide to negotiate for something fair.
I can't pay you $600 for the head. How much would you take for the arm, realistically?
Realistically, maybe 200.
So you wouldn't take $200 for both?
$100 for that, and the arm is not good.
So, what's the least you take?
The least I would take on the arm would probably be around 75.
All right, now the bargaining begins. Will they reach a deal or will things take a different turn? Stay tuned to see how it all plays out.
Honestly, you'd have to go a little bit higher than 100.
All right, 110 and call it a day. Seriously.
I can't really do it for 110.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
120.
If you're gonna go 120, you can go 150.
No, I can't.
You won't believe what this father and son duo just brought in. Seth's got a big decision to make. Will he go for it? Let's wait and see what he says.
We got it from Sesame Street Live, the person that brought it in the store.
Okay, so it was used as a prop?
Yeah, I believe it was at Sesame Street Live, correct.
You a big Sesame Street fan?
All right, the man named his price, and it's a whole $900. The boy is clearly eager to make a sale, but will that sway Seth's choice? Stay tuned to see if Seth holds firm or makes a deal under pressure.
150?
75 bucks.
150 is as low as I can, or he's gonna have to come back home with us.
100 bucks?
150.
Just 100 bucks right now.
150, or he's gonna have to go home, I think. Don't you think he's worth 150, Trev?
Yeah.
I think he's worth 100 bucks.
Seth watches his dad engage with a customer from across the shop, intrigued by what Les might be purchasing. It's time to uncover the item and the price Les is willing to pay for it.
Fireplace and iron.
How much you pay?
$750.
Let's go on up to the front there and we'll get this.
Yeah, he'll take care of it. Again, thank you so much.
What's their story?
His aunt, she brought him back from France. They're 18th century antique andirons.
As usual, Seth is skeptical. He doubts his dad's judgment on this deal, convinced Les might have made a mistake. To validate his concerns, he asks Rich to research the item online. Will Les's instincts pay off, or did he overlook something critical? Stay tuned to find out.
French andirons. Ho, that's them right there.
Holy
You gotta be kidding me. The hell with my kids. I don't care what they say. Hey, Ashley? Seth? You? I just sold the scale for 700 bucks.
Yeah, nice.
I paid 100 bucks for the scale.
In this episode, a man approaches an attendant with a jacket, clearly looking to sell it. However, his attitude is off-putting. He's rude and solely focused on getting cash.
What?
All right, 10 bucks.
Are you out of your mind, man?
I'm offering you 10 bucks.
Yes. Doesn't he look like he looks like he's out of his mind?
What do you ask?
What do you want to do, pawn it?
I'd like to sell it, man. I got a medical problem I need to deal with, man. All I want is...
Watch as it unfolds. Tensions rise as the interaction escalates. The customer seems intent on stirring trouble, thinking he can challenge Les despite the security presence. It's a recipe for conflict.
I'm a crazy mother. You want to get hurt today? I wouldn't be too stupid if I was you.
So what if I jump at you?
Oh, I don't want to do that, man.
See that big gun this mother got? Thank you.
What's the matter, man?
I'd hate to
Come
see
on,
you.
man. Why don't you help
I'd
me
hate
out,
to
bro?
see you go down.
Seth steps in to support his dad as the situation becomes increasingly volatile, but the odds appear stacked against them. What will Seth do to defuse the situation? Stay tuned to see how this drama unfolds.
Lucky they got you, man.
Yeah, because if we don't have him, then we got him. And if we don't have him, then we got him. And then we got 3 other mother behind you.
We're just not interested in your piece.
All right, man.
So just, you can walk over that way. Thanks.
I want to see down.
In this scene, a man approaches one of the staff members to pawn his jewelry. She carefully weighs the pieces to determine their value, but the customer isn't prepared for the disappointing outcome.
Oh, this for $500.
They got the same one for $17.95.
No, you just said we wouldn't sell it for $500. I can't overpay you.
Attitude.
I'm not. I'm listening to her conversation.
I wasn't even talking to you.
But I'm the manager of this department, so we cannot give you $500.
Okay, I can understand.
His hopes are quickly crushed, leading to an angry confrontation with Ashley over the offered price. What starts as a simple transaction escalates into a heated argument that takes a turn for the worse.
I'm not scared of you.
Because you got behind glass?
Want me to come out? I'm not afraid of anybody. I'll come face to face with you. You want me to come talk to you face to face? Fine. Now what?
Hey, first off, my name is Jeff, not Bud.
Tensions rise as their argument intensifies. Seth and Les quickly arrive on the scene, ready to intervene. There's no way they will allow this customer to disrespect Ashley in their shop. How will they handle this explosive situation?
Mother.
Now what?
What are we, punks?
Now what?
I'm saying, don't touch me.
Okay, come on, let's go outside. Come on, let's go.
I
Come on.
listen, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I won't touch you. I'm not gonna touch you. You're not coming into our store and mother us.
A man approaches Seth in the pawn shop presenting a baseball signed by the famous Babe Ruth. Seth realizes this could be a massive win for the store. Let's see what price this customer has in mind for such a rare piece.
I want to get 25 grand for it.
Why?
A world record for a Babe Ruth ball just sold for $388,000.
There's got to be reasons why it sold for that. And the ball has some wear on it. Look at the condition of the ball.
Okay, things start to look promising when the customer provides a document to verify the baseball's authenticity. But is that enough to make Les consider the deal? Seth takes the baseball to John for a closer inspection. Is it truly authentic? Or could there be more to the story?
If we got a PSA or a JSA cert on it, we're talking a lot more money.
JSA and PSA are probably the greatest certification experts. They've been doing it a long time, and I trust their opinion.
Okay, I get JSA certed. How much more am I looking at?
Though Seth is intrigued, the asking price is steep. He makes a conditional offer, holding off until he's entirely sure of its legitimacy.
$1 deposit, now. I send it out to PSA DNA. If this thing checks out, come back, I give you $3,500.
So you want to offer $4,500? What happens if they don't like it? What happens to the $1,000?
I got this. You can come get it back. Give me my $1,000 back.
This is a high-stakes move. Will the customer agree to Seth's terms? Meanwhile, Les is curious to see how his son managed this potentially tricky negotiation.
Give him $1,000. I'm gonna send it out, and we'll see how it comes back.
Well, why'd you give him $1,000?
Well, you said do what it takes to get the deal done. The deal is, when he comes back and the cert's right, I'll give the difference.
What if the cert is wrong?
So, how did Seth do? Unfortunately, Les isn't thrilled with his approach. And now for the big reveal, will the baseball turn out authentic, or has Seth been duped?
You can't verify his authenticity.
Plus.
I know right away what's coming. I told you so.
What you got?
The ball.
Oh, great. And?
Read it.
Damn, the news isn't what anyone wanted to hear. It turns out Seth made a major blunder. How will he handle the fallout after a tough talk with his dad?
All right.
You know, this guy might be smiling now, but I bet he won't be so happy once I tell him about the ball.
It's a counterfeit ball.
Oh, wow.
In a dramatic twist, the customer returns to the shop, shocked by the situation. Will he hand back the upfront payment Seth had given him? Tensions are high as this scene plays out.
If this guy doesn't give us our money back, my dad will never let me live this down.
Okay.
Thank you, Reverend.
All right.
Yep, sorry. Yep.
Thanks.
A customer enters the pawn shop with an autographed item, immediately catching Seth's attention. Curious about its backstory, Seth asks the customer to share more details about how he acquired it. Intrigued by the item,
so they all autographed their shirts on here.
No way. You know, this item was really cool. This is the Jackson 5's last tour under the Motown label, so I want this piece. All right, so how much are you looking for?
I'm looking to get maybe $800.
Seth investigates further and quickly looks it up online to check its potential value. Feeling tempted, Seth surprises everyone by proposing a trade rather than a straight purchase.
What I can do is I can do diamond earrings, diamond necklace, diamond tennis bracelet. You name it, we can hopefully work something out.
That might make her happy, yeah.
All right, let me show you a couple things.
Okay.
All right, so what if we came up with a necklace with a circle of life?
That's not typical. Knowing the deal Seth just struck, Ashley questions his decision to trade the autographed item for a chain piece from the shop, believing it to be a poor choice.
And I felt that was a good deal.
Really?
Yeah, really.
All signatures?
All 5.
And you had the COA on it as
No,
well?
no COA.
How does my brother know that this guy was not in the parking lot signing their names before he came in here? No certificate of authenticity. My brother has no clue.
Yikes, but Seth seems unfazed and confident in his decision. However, Ashley isn't convinced, so she takes her concerns directly to Les, letting him know she thinks Seth made a rash move. Les is not pleased. What will he do next?
Seth looks at it. He did not have a certificate of authenticity, and he says, oh, there's signatures on it. Oh, let me make a trade deal with you. He takes them over to the showcase and gives this guy a $500 chain in place of the book. $500 necklace for a program?
And it's our merchandise, and no matter any way you cut it, it was a good deal.
In this scene, Seth and Les step outside the pawn shop to check out a unique item a customer has brought in. It's not your typical pawn shop find. It's a tugboat. Let's uncover some details about this intriguing vehicle.
2006 mini tugboat. I used it as the dinghy off the back of my vintage Chris Craft houseboat for a while. No longer need this little gem.
How much are you looking for?
I would like to get $4,500 for it today.
You got the motor?
I sold the motor.
Tell me what makes it $4,500.
It's mostly about what I paid for it, which is notably more than that.
Interesting, but Les has his doubts. Not only is he uncertain if there's a market for something like this, but the boat also lacks an engine, which raises concerns. Despite these issues, the customer has a high asking price. Will Les and Seth find common ground in the negotiation? Let's see how this deal unfolds.
Without the engine, without the speakers, those are all add-ons that someone's gonna have to go do after. It needs to get repainted.
Yeah, how about $1,000?
It's it's worth more than $1,000.
What's the least you'd take?
I'd do 3.
Doesn't make sense for resale.
What do you think it would be worth?
If I would get $1,500, I would think that would be a fair price.
Got a number in mind.
I already started at $1,000.
In this scene, a customer approaches Seth to buy a PlayStation at the shop. The latter anticipates whether he'll be able to make the purchase.
Can't let it go for 70, my man, unfortunately. They're just a really hot commodity right now, and I can't keep them in stock.
Looks like you got a bunch of stock here.
Yeah, I just took them out this morning.
I've seen them for $70 to $80 at other pawn shops.
Yeah?
What games?
$70 is a good deposit if you want. You can make payments every 30 days. Keep it in as long as you'd like.
Does it come with a warranty?
It comes with an as-is warranty.
Let's see. However, things take a turn when the customer demands an outrageous price. Seth remains firm, but the customer becomes furious at the lack of an offer, raising his voice and creating an uncomfortable atmosphere. Surprisingly, he can't keep the conversation civil.
Do around here.
Well, there's only gonna be one other person you're about to talk to, and if you keep your voice raised like that, we'll be more than happy to speak with you.
What you gonna do?
I don't know.
I ain't been shot already. What? Ain't nothing here. You just another door guy to me. Yeah?
We'll
What's
see.
up on this for $70?
Show me $70.
As tensions escalate, the customer begins challenging Seth and Byron, who are clearly looking for a fight. It's a risky move, and it's uncertain whether he'll back down or continue to stir the pot. This intense exchange is one you won't want to miss.
Stop it!
All right, big boy.
Don't touch me,
Push me, big boy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, big boy. Here we go. Here we go.
What you think?
What you mean? What is all that about? What is all that about? What you want to do?
You think I'm about
What you want to do?
I come down this level, beat your ass down here. What? Think you all that? Oh, bitch.
In this scene, a customer approaches Ashley with a laptop she hopes to pawn. But there's a catch. She can't remember the password. This leaves Ashley wondering if this lady is indeed the rightful owner of the device.
Forget the password.
You forgot the password?
Yeah.
How do you forget when's the last time you used this?
About a month ago.
You forgot your password?
Yeah.
Try again. She didn't know how to get into this computer. She didn't know the password. She didn't know the username. Is this yours?
After struggling to access the laptop, they finally move on to the negotiation. However, things get tense when Ashley's offer falls short of the customer's expectations. Frustrated, the lady begins insulting Ashley over what she feels is poor customer service.
Are you a lady or are you a baby?
Excuse me, sweetheart.
Are you a lady or are you? Well, you're not acting like one.
I am an ass woman.
You're not acting like one.
Like I said, I am a grown ass woman.
You're not acting like one.
I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. Like I said, I can take my business somewhere else.
Goodbye.
Let out.
Bye.
What you looking at, bitch?
But it doesn't stop there. Shockingly, the customer turns her frustration toward another bystander, causing chaos in the shop. The security guard quickly steps in to defuse the situation. Will things calm down, or will the drama escalate even further? Stay tuned to see how it all unfolds.
Don't touch me, stupid bitch. You fat bitch. Go walk somewhere, bitch. Like I said, I can take my business somewhere else.
Coming in telling me I'm rude, I don't know how to deal with business, that I'm not classy. Take a look in the mirror, lady. Starting a cat fight with one of my customers.
Why you still standing there?
In this scene, a customer walks in with a cash register, hoping to strike a deal with Les. Let's see how this negotiation plays out.
How much did you want?
I'd like to get $2,500 for it.
I don't blame you.
How you doing?
Problem is you could never get $2,500 for it. To be honest with you, it's going to be less than $500.
Whoa! Well, I was offered $1,000 for it.
So you started at $2,500?
Why not?
Okay, Les isn't keen on paying the high price she's asking for, and Seth steps in to observe the bargaining. This customer isn't backing down easily. She's determined to get her asking price.
So if you want $500, I can do it for you right now, and believe me, it's a fair price.
Let me talk to my brother.
Call your brother.
He's right here.
Go ahead.
Don't press it. You already offered 500, so either they're gonna do it or they're not.
Yeah.
He said 5, so maybe we can meet in the middle. How about 6?
Thank you for coming in.
Les stands his ground, ready to pass on the deal if she doesn't lower her price. The customer, realizing this, consults with her brother to reconsider the offer. Will she decide to go with the price, or will she walk away? Stay tuned to find out.
Of course they're gonna.
You can do this for the next 5 years and still only get $500, $600 and waste all your time.
Yeah, my brother said just go ahead and sell it.
Great.
All right, perfect.
Perfect.
Deal.
Come right over to this window here, and we'll take care of you.
You're welcome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I made a deal for $500 and sold it.